I want to close my account. I want to close my account. Can't train after 5 days? Can't train after 5 days? Don't we normally protect? Don't we normally protect? Ambitious. Ambitious. Can you give a little more detail about this offer? Can you give a little more detail about this offer? I know this. I directed him to you. I know this. I directed him to you. We went to the movies and it was so much fun. We went to the movies and it was so much fun. The party is on the first day of spring. The party is on the first day of spring. Every house has a front door. Every house has a front door. Did a geologist a second ago? Did a geologist a second ago? It looks good. It looks good. Your colleague is the watchman. Your colleague is the watchman. I will carry the food to the car. I will carry the food to the car. I feel grateful, so I'll write a thank you note. I feel grateful, so I'll write a thank you note. I'm in the upstairs room. I'm in the upstairs room. We would continue with other platforms. We would continue with other platforms. When we finish the project, we will be working together for 6 months. When we finish the project, we will be working together for 6 months. This is the beach where we spent our vacation. This is the beach where we spent our vacation. The concert lasted 3 hours. The concert lasted 3 hours. You should apologize for your mistake. You should apologize for your mistake. Wouldn't I be a bartender later? Wouldn't I be a bartender later? Quality is more important than quantity. Quality is more important than quantity. Will we not borrow? Will we not borrow? We did the test on Android. We did the test on Android. They said to me, we're going to the beach. They said to me, we're going to the beach. I will be here to assist you after the surgery. I will be here to assist you after the surgery. Do you have any siblings? Do you have any siblings? He doesn't like chocolate, and neither do I. He doesn't like chocolate, and neither do I. If he had more friends, he would be happier. If he had more friends, he would be happier. Didn't he insist? Didn't he insist? How can we get permission for these apps? How can we get permission for these apps? We don't show. We don't show. We're going shopping this weekend. We're going shopping this weekend. The cake was left in the oven an hour before it was baked. The cake was left in the oven an hour before it was baked. Is it near here? Is it near here? We're throwing a party this Saturday. We're throwing a party this Saturday. What time is breakfast served? What time is breakfast served? I need some explanation about this policy. I need some explanation about this policy. The baby is crawling on the floor. The baby is crawling on the floor. He will play the piano at the concert. He will play the piano at the concert. Should we clean up last year? Should we clean up last year? Can we own? Can we own? I would not attend. I would not attend. He could not immediately become a statistician. He could not immediately become a statistician. Despite the delay, we came to the party with pleasure. Despite the delay, we came to the party with pleasure. He took a photography workshop to hone his skills. He took a photography workshop to hone his skills. Have to have. Have to have. Do you have any handicap? Do you have any handicap? Is there a minimum purchase amount for credit card payments? Is there a minimum purchase amount for credit card payments? Are you looking for apples? Are you looking for apples? The red dress is more elegant than the black one. The red dress is more elegant than the black one. The cat caught a mouse. The cat caught a mouse. The situation is very serious. The situation is very serious. Wasn't I a housewife next year? Wasn't I a housewife next year? Wouldn't he choose later? Wouldn't he choose later? Was our stepdaughter the curator? Was our stepdaughter the curator? Sorry, pets are not allowed in the hotel. Sorry, pets are not allowed in the hotel. He should not eat too much junk food. He should not eat too much junk food. It changes seasonally to keep our menu fresh. It changes seasonally to keep our menu fresh. I saw a man. I saw a man. After we cast our votes, we left the ballot box. After we cast our votes, we left the ballot box. Was it vineyards? Was it vineyards? Can't he create? Can't he create? The actors will shoot the movie on location next month. The actors will shoot the movie on location next month. Is there a sushi counter in the store? Is there a sushi counter in the store? I play tennis. I play tennis. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? If I had a camera, I would take pictures of the sunset. If I had a camera, I would take pictures of the sunset. Your mother was a courier. Your mother was a courier. I tie the atmosphere to the August sun to attract you. I tie the atmosphere to the August sun to attract you. I worked after school. I worked after school. We'll communicate in 2 seconds. We'll communicate in 2 seconds. Is there something specific you're looking for? Is there something specific you're looking for? In 2 seconds, I'm a meteorologist. In 2 seconds, I'm a meteorologist. Your nephew was an air traffic controller. Your nephew was an air traffic controller. He has been studying English since last year. He has been studying English since last year. He is riding a rabbit. He is riding a rabbit. You must wear a helmet when cycling. You must wear a helmet when cycling. I miss you. I miss you. I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks. I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks. I have a doctor's appointment. I'm leaving early today. I have a doctor's appointment. I'm leaving early today. Rarely miss? Rarely miss? We must visit our grandparents as soon as possible. We must visit our grandparents as soon as possible. Won't be back sooner. Won't be back sooner. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Read your food profile survey. Read your food profile survey. He runs in the park every morning. He runs in the park every morning. Where do you find it? Where do you find it? Hasn't he finished his project yet? Hasn't he finished his project yet? Updates on team structure changes. Updates on team structure changes. Was never an employer. Was never an employer. Cannot protect. Cannot protect. Would you like to go out to dinner tonight? Would you like to go out to dinner tonight? Wants to stay here. Wants to stay here. How far is Pattaya from Bangkok? How far is Pattaya from Bangkok? Shouldn't it roll? Shouldn't it roll? They are swimming in the pool. They are swimming in the pool. He rode every day. He rode every day. Be brave. Be brave. English sentences that can be used every day. English sentences that can be used every day. It is very strong, it can lift heavy weights. It is very strong, it can lift heavy weights. I do not trust you. I do not trust you. The trees in the forest turn orange and red in autumn. The trees in the forest turn orange and red in autumn. I told you everything about me. I told you everything about me. Have you ever tried sushi? Have you ever tried sushi? Should you never be an electrician? Should you never be an electrician? Can you give me the scissors? Can you give me the scissors? I have an appointment in 2 days. I have an appointment in 2 days. Don't forget to lock the door before leaving. Don't forget to lock the door before leaving. They go shopping for new clothes. They go shopping for new clothes. I have not heard your words. I have not heard your words. As always. As always. My grandchildren were sociologists. My grandchildren were sociologists. Could you please bring a valid ID? Could you please bring a valid ID? Their wives are porters. Their wives are porters. These earrings will look great with your outfit. These earrings will look great with your outfit. The offer usually helps the official. The offer usually helps the official. How can I help you today? How can I help you today? I love cats. I love cats. Let me take a look at my schedule and get back to you. Let me take a look at my schedule and get back to you. The sun is shining brightly today. The sun is shining brightly today. Jenny is writing a letter to her friend. Jenny is writing a letter to her friend. He does not teach. He does not teach. Can it repeat? Can it repeat? Negative. Negative. Do you offer gluten-free desserts? Do you offer gluten-free desserts? The cream could not. The cream could not. He studied English for 2 years. He studied English for 2 years. I wish I had a better work-life balance. I wish I had a better work-life balance. She volunteered at a soup kitchen to help the homeless. She volunteered at a soup kitchen to help the homeless. Then you won't be the morning messenger. Then you won't be the morning messenger. Problem solved with teamwork. Problem solved with teamwork. I don't want to lose much for the machine. I don't want to lose much for the machine. I'm going to the synagogue. I'm going to the synagogue. We'll join another. We'll join another. Let me check. Let me check. Your perception is wrong. Your perception is wrong. Satisfaction. Satisfaction. He was on the phone with his friend. He was on the phone with his friend. Hand of the door. Hand of the door. The next part of this journey went much faster. The next part of this journey went much faster. I have to study for the English test tomorrow. I have to study for the English test tomorrow. Is my nephew a cop? Is my nephew a cop? There is not much water left in the bottle. There is not much water left in the bottle. We are listening carefully. We are listening carefully. I talked to Tommy. I talked to Tommy. I am mad at you. I am mad at you. Where is the nearest bus stop? Where is the nearest bus stop? He saved money to buy a new car. He saved money to buy a new car. While the course was challenging, it was also very rewarding. While the course was challenging, it was also very rewarding. Was his stepson a masseuse? Was his stepson a masseuse? We met in the afternoon. We met in the afternoon. I need to have my wound dressed. I need to have my wound dressed. We'll review. We'll review. How often do they go to the cinema? How often do they go to the cinema? Can you make reservations for me? Can you make reservations for me? We'll have a barbecue in the backyard. We'll have a barbecue in the backyard. Let's play a round of billiards. Let's play a round of billiards. Do you mind if I take a look? Do you mind if I take a look? Did you do it? Did you do it? Party pooper. Party pooper. One day ago can be a plumber. One day ago can be a plumber. Do not tell me. Do not tell me. We had been planning the surprise party for weeks before she found out. We had been planning the surprise party for weeks before she found out. What is the capital of the United States of America? What is the capital of the United States of America? Is your grandfather a naturalist? Is your grandfather a naturalist? He was typing on his laptop when I entered the room. He was typing on his laptop when I entered the room. He got on the teacher's bad side. He got on the teacher's bad side. I will come. I will come. The book fell off the shelf by itself. The book fell off the shelf by itself. Your father is a carpenter. Your father is a carpenter. I will wear the shirt. I will wear the shirt. We hope to have a successful event. We hope to have a successful event. He has finished reading the book. He has finished reading the book. The company will launch a new website soon. The company will launch a new website soon. Okay, then I don't do anything. Okay, then I don't do anything. I'd like to order. I'd like to order. Your father is a philosopher. Your father is a philosopher. It's not important. It's not important. He has finished reading the book. He has finished reading the book. Then buy a ticket to our team and apply it with John. Then buy a ticket to our team and apply it with John. Tony, we'll be at your house in 5 days. Tony, we'll be at your house in 5 days. I once found an antique clock. I once found an antique clock. The problem was reported to the administrator. The problem was reported to the administrator. Should we touch? Should we touch? My children were dermatologists. My children were dermatologists. He doesn't play the guitar, does he? He doesn't play the guitar, does he? No problem, such things happen. No problem, such things happen. Although it was expensive, I decided to buy the car. Although it was expensive, I decided to buy the car. We couldn't have asked for a better host. We couldn't have asked for a better host. Are we at the birthday? Are we at the birthday? Will it close? Will it close? He is a talented artist and makes beautiful paintings. He is a talented artist and makes beautiful paintings. They're coming home late tonight. They're coming home late tonight. Spoil. Spoil. Shouldn't sing. Shouldn't sing. He said he had never been to a concert before. He said he had never been to a concert before. Did they often get cold? Did they often get cold? My flight was cancelled. My flight was cancelled. We told you. We told you. Do you like fishing? Do you like fishing? I will not hurt you. I will not hurt you. He is angry with his colleague. He is angry with his colleague. The beach is very beautiful. The beach is very beautiful. Did you have a good week? Did you have a good week? They celebrated their victory by winning the match. They celebrated their victory by winning the match. They believe in ghosts. They believe in ghosts. I don't recommend yearly. I don't recommend yearly. I have a lot of homework, he told me. I have a lot of homework, he told me. What's the problem? What's the problem? Can you pass me the butter? Can you pass me the butter? When are you leaving school? When are you leaving school? We won the game because we played well. We won the game because we played well. They can't always be accepted. They can't always be accepted. I miss you when you are not here. I miss you when you are not here. Don't you have any job? Don't you have any job? Fill it. Fill it. When the party's over, they'll be partying for 5 hours. When the party's over, they'll be partying for 5 hours. Can't be a midwife after 4 days. Can't be a midwife after 4 days. She is laughing. She is laughing. It's not like you. It's not like you. What's up? What's up? I'm a fan of Coldplay. I'm a fan of Coldplay. I wish I had $1 million. I wish I had $1 million. He is too stubborn to admit that he is wrong. He is too stubborn to admit that he is wrong. His brother-in-law was the attorney. His brother-in-law was the attorney. How to prepare enchiladas. How to prepare enchiladas. May not kick. May not kick. He cleaned his room on Saturday. He cleaned his room on Saturday. I don't like spicy food. I don't like spicy food. Thanks. Thanks. Can I replace this product with a different color? Can I replace this product with a different color? He was defending. He was defending. Where do you work? Where do you work? I have booked a vacation for the next month. I have booked a vacation for the next month. Will they be alchemists sometimes? Will they be alchemists sometimes? Nobody had their own computer in those days. Nobody had their own computer in those days. Give your place in public transport. Give your place in public transport. If it's sunny tomorrow, we can have a picnic. If it's sunny tomorrow, we can have a picnic. She is writing a story for her blog. She is writing a story for her blog. Put forward. Put forward. You will need to buy food. You will need to buy food. Didn't you wake up at 2 a.m. before? Didn't you wake up at 2 a.m. before? Commit after 4 days. Commit after 4 days. She couldn't cry every month. She couldn't cry every month. Is there a waiting list for a table? Is there a waiting list for a table? Let's check. Let's check. That photo belongs to Victor. That photo belongs to Victor. I'm very bad at billiards, but I'll try. I'm very bad at billiards, but I'll try. Precision. Precision. Would it bloom at noon? Would it bloom at noon? Here is the information you want. Here is the information you want. Do you have gluten-free options for bread rolls? Do you have gluten-free options for bread rolls? Shall we go for a run this morning or do yoga? Shall we go for a run this morning or do yoga? He teaches math to high school students. He teaches math to high school students. We watched the sunset on the beach. We watched the sunset on the beach. She is a great cook and loves to try new recipes. She is a great cook and loves to try new recipes. Would he complain? Would he complain? He's not going on vacation, is he? He's not going on vacation, is he? Fellow financier. Fellow financier. Behind you. Behind you. Should you never be an electrician? Should you never be an electrician? It is not the answer. It is not the answer. I listened to a podcast on my way to work this morning. I listened to a podcast on my way to work this morning. My name is Tom. I was born in New York. Now I live in Germany. My name is Tom. I was born in New York. Now I live in Germany. You rarely get over it. You rarely get over it. I'd like 2 tickets, please. I'd like 2 tickets, please. Where can I find diapers? Where can I find diapers? I wouldn't come back. I wouldn't come back. The alarm went off at 6 a.m. The alarm went off at 6 a.m. Wonderful. Wonderful. The team is working hard for the next match. The team is working hard for the next match. Extra fit and fair man is my favorite fare. Extra fit and fair man is my favorite fare. The proposal was rejected by the committee. The proposal was rejected by the committee. His cousins were lobbyists. His cousins were lobbyists. Doesn't it block after 5 seconds? Doesn't it block after 5 seconds? 7:15. 7:15. Do you have any sales or discounts today? Do you have any sales or discounts today? I'll have the chicken noodle soup, please. I'll have the chicken noodle soup, please. I have a vague memory. I have a vague memory. She is a great cook and loves to try new recipes. She is a great cook and loves to try new recipes. If you don't hurry, we'll miss the bus. If you don't hurry, we'll miss the bus. He used to work in a factory, but now he has his own business. He used to work in a factory, but now he has his own business. 2 weeks? 2 weeks? To ground you. To ground you. She sang in the school musical. She sang in the school musical. Should you confess? Should you confess? I'm really looking forward to our trip. I'm really looking forward to our trip. I'll have grilled chicken as the main course. I'll have grilled chicken as the main course. Fruits contain seeds. Fruits contain seeds. Get to know the candidate more deeply and discuss their motivations and review social skills and value alignment. Get to know the candidate more deeply and discuss their motivations and review social skills and value alignment. Should not be retired at dusk. Should not be retired at dusk. Come hell or high water, Come hell or high water, I can't enter the house because I forgot my key. I can't enter the house because I forgot my key. Could argue. Could argue. I'm sorry for mistake. I'm sorry for mistake. How is work going? How is work going? He writes poetry in his spare time. He writes poetry in his spare time. The coastline is very beautiful. The coastline is very beautiful. The view of the hotel we stayed in was very beautiful. The view of the hotel we stayed in was very beautiful. I will not eat even though I am hungry. I will not eat even though I am hungry. What is the meaning of this word? What is the meaning of this word? Do we have to destroy it now? Do we have to destroy it now? Can you pass me the salt, please? Asked. Can you pass me the salt, please? Asked. I don't have butter. I don't have butter. His half-brother was a postman. His half-brother was a postman. We went to a concert to support a local band. We went to a concert to support a local band. Are we going to be a urologist once a week? Are we going to be a urologist once a week? The big cake is sweeter than the small one. The big cake is sweeter than the small one. I can go to school. I can go to school. I go to the market to buy cheap food. I go to the market to buy cheap food. He meditated to reduce anxiety. He meditated to reduce anxiety. Can you help me with this math problem? Can you help me with this math problem? Sweat. Sweat. I'm going to take my dog for a walk tonight. I'm going to take my dog for a walk tonight. By next summer I will have learned to speak Spanish fluently. By next summer I will have learned to speak Spanish fluently. He has a passion for traveling and exploring new cultures. He has a passion for traveling and exploring new cultures. Will they not be besieging? Will they not be besieging? Then it may not explode at 2 a.m. Then it may not explode at 2 a.m. Should not see. Should not see. They are studying for the chemistry exam. They are studying for the chemistry exam. Is his stepson a publisher? Is his stepson a publisher? The court ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The court ruled in favor of the plaintiff. Value. Value. What are you selling today? What are you selling today? Excuse me, do you have a pen I can borrow? Excuse me, do you have a pen I can borrow? He was painting a beautiful landscape on his canvas. He was painting a beautiful landscape on his canvas. Can you lend me a few dollars before payday? Can you lend me a few dollars before payday? Should it burn? Should it burn? The small car is cheaper than the big one. The small car is cheaper than the big one. They've been discussing this issue for hours. They've been discussing this issue for hours. Son, shall we go to the park? Son, shall we go to the park? Couldn't it be one midwife later in the morning? Couldn't it be one midwife later in the morning? This is creative. This is creative. Gaining weight. Gaining weight. Even if it is difficult, we should always strive to improve ourselves. Even if it is difficult, we should always strive to improve ourselves. Could there be other options? Could there be other options? He likes to read books. He likes to read books. They spent too much money on vacation. They spent too much money on vacation. I wrote a letter to my friend. I wrote a letter to my friend. Can you help me with this task? Can you help me with this task? They should develop normally. They should develop normally. I could hear the sound of waves crashing against the shore. I could hear the sound of waves crashing against the shore. They were not choosing. They were not choosing. There is some sugar in the bowl. There is some sugar in the bowl. I would love to see your photos again. I would love to see your photos again. Waiters will serve the guests in the restaurant. Waiters will serve the guests in the restaurant. Continued. Continued. Sorry, this is a confidential matter. Sorry, this is a confidential matter. I'm going to play ball in the garden with my friends after class tomorrow. I'm going to play ball in the garden with my friends after class tomorrow. The project will continue for another 6 months. The project will continue for another 6 months. Can you make a reservation at the restaurant for tonight? Can you make a reservation at the restaurant for tonight? Can I have coleslaw with my meal? Can I have coleslaw with my meal? Your husband is an artist. Your husband is an artist. Glass. Glass. Can you please lower your voice? Can you please lower your voice? She is engaged to her long-term boyfriend. She is engaged to her long-term boyfriend. Who has a backpack in the classroom? Who has a backpack in the classroom? Were you a lecturer then? Were you a lecturer then? It's not that bad. It's not that bad. To keep the peace. To keep the peace. Can you lend me some money? Can you lend me some money? Wouldn't he be a senator after a weekend? Wouldn't he be a senator after a weekend? Change location by clicking the map. Change location by clicking the map. They didn't draw an hour ago. They didn't draw an hour ago. We shouldn't be jockeying after 2 nights. We shouldn't be jockeying after 2 nights. We may not be able to save last year. We may not be able to save last year. I need a filled prescription. I need a filled prescription. Nobody had their own computer in those days. Nobody had their own computer in those days. Are there stepmothers opticians? Are there stepmothers opticians? He saw a play in the theater. He saw a play in the theater. Please take a look too. Please take a look too. We did not guide at night. We did not guide at night. He was the stepdaughter's filmmaker. He was the stepdaughter's filmmaker. Give birth. Give birth. Doesn't he play? Doesn't he play? Never feels. Never feels. Did you recognize me at 2 o'clock the night before? Did you recognize me at 2 o'clock the night before? 5 p.m. cannot judge. 5 p.m. cannot judge. After breakfast we went for a walk. After breakfast we went for a walk. You don't go to a place like this. You don't go to a place like this. I think the rain is letting up. I think the rain is letting up. Should we serve weekly? Should we serve weekly? This is very challenging. This is very challenging. Don't worry. Don't worry. He has $2. He has $2. They'll be rehearsing for 2 weeks when the concert starts. They'll be rehearsing for 2 weeks when the concert starts. May not drink. May not drink. What's the problem? What's the problem? If you experience any severe pain, call me immediately. If you experience any severe pain, call me immediately. Teresa has fewer grapes than Isabel. Teresa has fewer grapes than Isabel. They are made up of various backgrounds. They are made up of various backgrounds. What is your flight number? What is your flight number? We can't settle in at sunset. We can't settle in at sunset. Whose phone just rang? Whose phone just rang? I always get up early. I always get up early. I might not be able to post it after 4 weeks. I might not be able to post it after 4 weeks. Your lab results have arrived. Your lab results have arrived. Then we decided to take a break and rest. Then we decided to take a break and rest. I always lock my door before I go to bed. I always lock my door before I go to bed. He will learn to play golf. He will learn to play golf. He hopes to pass the driver's license test on the first try. He hopes to pass the driver's license test on the first try. Because my department is English. Because my department is English. Let me check. Let me check. He cooked dinner for us. He cooked dinner for us. Did not stay at noon. Did not stay at noon. Can I use my loyalty points for a discount? Can I use my loyalty points for a discount? By the end of the month, they will have sold all their products. By the end of the month, they will have sold all their products. They were walking on the beach when they found a seashell. They were walking on the beach when they found a seashell. We are playing cards. We are playing cards. 2 weeks you will be important. 2 weeks you will be important. You were rude. You were rude. Does he ever coach? Does he ever coach? Then it may not explode at 2 a.m. Then it may not explode at 2 a.m. Is my stepbrother binding? Is my stepbrother binding? He had been studying English for years when he decided to take the proficiency exam. He had been studying English for years when he decided to take the proficiency exam. Whose cologne is this? Whose cologne is this? Could not attend. Could not attend. He knows. He knows. They had been married for 25 years before they decided to renew their vows. They had been married for 25 years before they decided to renew their vows. He bought a new laptop and was able to work more efficiently as a result. He bought a new laptop and was able to work more efficiently as a result. Do with. Do with. In 5 years I will start my own business. In 5 years I will start my own business. We are closed on weekends. We are closed on weekends. They will take the dog for a walk. They will take the dog for a walk. I'm so nervous for my meeting tomorrow. I'm so nervous for my meeting tomorrow. It appears. It appears. The exam was more difficult than I anticipated. The exam was more difficult than I anticipated. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Couldn't they be lifeguards last year? Couldn't they be lifeguards last year? He will retire in 5 years. He will retire in 5 years. How to flavor chicken wings. How to flavor chicken wings. I love going to concerts, but I also love going to museums. I love going to concerts, but I also love going to museums. There is bad weather here all year round. There is bad weather here all year round. Don't forget to bring an umbrella. Don't forget to bring an umbrella. Have you seen that movie before? Have you seen that movie before? He never goes to bed early. He never goes to bed early. I used to eat a lot of junk food, but now I try to eat healthier. I used to eat a lot of junk food, but now I try to eat healthier. Will it encourage? Will it encourage? His grandfather was a waiter. His grandfather was a waiter. You are an incredible artist. You are an incredible artist. I will do my homework tonight. I will do my homework tonight. 10 years. 10 years. I'll have the Caesar salad with grilled shrimp, please. I'll have the Caesar salad with grilled shrimp, please. Then. What is your business? What is your business? Too crowded. Too crowded. Shouldn't we believe right away? Shouldn't we believe right away? Can you rest at dawn? Can you rest at dawn? We do not produce. We do not produce. I love playing tennis, but I also love swimming. I love playing tennis, but I also love swimming. May I ask why you're standing outside? May I ask why you're standing outside? Was his father a paramedic? Was his father a paramedic? The blue car is more expensive than the green one. The blue car is more expensive than the green one. I will need to take a blood sample for testing. I will need to take a blood sample for testing. I won't say anything to anyone. I won't say anything to anyone. Then you can't. Then you can't. Where are you from? Where are you from? Do you have any suggestions? Do you have any suggestions? I'm looking for a job. I'm looking for a job. We are not economists after 2 weekends. We are not economists after 2 weekends. I will be working. I will be working. Was it bait? Was it bait? I don't have strong feelings either way. I don't have strong feelings either way. They can repeat after one night. They can repeat after one night. We watched TV shows all night. We watched TV shows all night. Can you tell me all about it? Can you tell me all about it? Download. Download. They experience exam anxiety. They experience exam anxiety. Sometimes he didn't. Sometimes he didn't. He wasn't going to give up after 2 hours. He wasn't going to give up after 2 hours. He poured himself a cup of coffee. He poured himself a cup of coffee. The song was sung by a talented singer. The song was sung by a talented singer. I can do alchemy every day. I can do alchemy every day. The flowers were watered by my mother. The flowers were watered by my mother. No afternoon downloads required? No afternoon downloads required? They believe in ghosts. They believe in ghosts. Support soon. Support soon. For if there is no chance of a storm, I will go out. For if there is no chance of a storm, I will go out. The house is out of the reach of manpower. The house is out of the reach of manpower. He attended a workshop to improve his professional skills. He attended a workshop to improve his professional skills. Can't I make it after 3 minutes? Can't I make it after 3 minutes? It can ride a bike without training wheels. It can ride a bike without training wheels. The dog chased its tail in circles. The dog chased its tail in circles. He admits he made a mistake. He admits he made a mistake. They eat lunch. They eat lunch. He took a cooking class to improve his skills. He took a cooking class to improve his skills. Do you like going to the theater? Do you like going to the theater? I think we should delegate this task to someone else. I think we should delegate this task to someone else. Students took notes throughout the lesson. Students took notes throughout the lesson. We'll create it in a minute. We'll create it in a minute. Granddaughter is a vocalist. Granddaughter is a vocalist. We will have dinner at a fancy restaurant. We will have dinner at a fancy restaurant. My son came home yesterday. My son came home yesterday. I will go to bed early. I will go to bed early. He was playing guitar in a band. He was playing guitar in a band. Necessary. Necessary. They are coming tomorrow. They are coming tomorrow. They practiced their piano skills every day. They practiced their piano skills every day.